New York City, the city that never sleeps, right? But what if I told you it's also the city that never reveals its darkest secrets? Beneath the buzzing streets and iconic landmarks lies a so mysterious, it'll make your head spin. Gather your things, and let's uncover these hidden truths together. A land of bright lights, Broadway, and bagels. It's a concrete jungle where dreams are born and millions hustle daily. But have you ever paused to wonder about the city's hidden layers? Beneath the glitz and glamour, there's a web of secrets woven into its history and streets. Whispers of ghostly encounters, unexplained disappearances, and secret bunkers that make spy movies look tame. Today, we're peeling back the shiny exterior of NYC to reveal its darker, spine-tingling truths. Are you ready to see the city in a whole new light? Here's the thing. New York City is a master of disguise. It flaunts its landmarks and luxury, but underneath lies a trove of mysteries. Why does the elegant City Hall subway station, once a marvel of design, now sit abandoned in the dark? What about the chilling triangle of death, where not one, not two, but 3 buildings mysteriously burn to ash in the same spot? The challenge is clear: to uncover what lies hidden in plain sight without getting lost in the maze of myths and truth. Let's start with the old City Hall subway station, a marvel of architectural beauty tucked away from the prying eyes of millions who pass above it daily. With its ornate tilework, curved arches, and stunning skylights, it's a space that seems more fitting for an art museum than a transit system. Once the jewel of New York City's subway line, this station was hailed as a masterpiece when it opened in 1904. But in 1945, it was abruptly closed. Officially, the curved tracks couldn't accommodate modern trains, but whispers of something more sinister have lingered ever since. Some say shadows move where there should be none, or that faint voices echo in the silence. Stories that make you wonder if the station was abandoned for reasons beyond practicality. And yet, its existence isn't entirely forgotten. Adventurous urban explorers and subway insiders speak of its eerie allure, even claiming that a late-night train occasionally slows near its ghostly platform, as if acknowledging its presence. What secrets does this hidden station hold? Why does it remain locked away, silently preserved, in a city that constantly reinvents itself? The answers, or perhaps the questions themselves, add another layer to the oddities of New York's unseen world. The Dakota apartment building on 72nd Street looms like a sentinel of stories, its Gothic facade as chilling as it is captivating. This isn't just a residence. It's a portal to tales of eerie apparitions and mysterious energy. The building gained infamy when John Lennon's tragic fate unfolded at its entrance. But the whispers of the supernatural started long before that fateful night. Residents have reported shadowy figures gliding through hallways, footsteps echoing in empty corridors, and sudden chills in otherwise warm rooms. Some even speak of a ghostly woman in period clothing, silently watching from a distance, her story lost to time. Just a stone's throw away, the Plaza Hotel, a beacon of luxury and glamour, hides its own spine-tingling legends. Guests have shared tales of unexplained noises, doors creaking open on their own, and cold drafts brushing past when no one is near. One particularly unsettling story involves a woman in a white gown seen pacing the hallways, her face obscured, but her sorrow palpable. These aren't just buildings, they are living relics of the city's past, brimming with secrets that refuse to rest. Walking past them, you can't help but wonder, are the stories true, or is the city itself keeping us enchanted by its mysteries? But it's not just the haunted halls and ghost stories that give New York its spine-chilling reputation. It's the cryptic connections and unexplained mysteries that leave us questioning what we think we know. The streets of Lower Manhattan carry a secret few dare to acknowledge, a place so infamous it became known as the Tombs. The Manhattan Detention Complex, originally built in the 1830s, was meant to confine the city's most hardened criminals, but it quickly gained a reputation for something far more sinister. Constructed over a former marshland and an ancient burial ground, its foundation was cursed from the start. The weight of its walls pressed into the soft earth, causing the entire structure to sink, as if the land itself was rejecting what stood upon it. Within its cold cells, inmates whispered of strange happenings, disembodied voices murmuring in the dead of night, phantom footsteps echoing down empty corridors, and an unbearable feeling of unseen eyes watching from the darkness. Officers, too, reported eerie encounters, their radios crackling with static, just before an inexplicable shadow moved past. Though modern renovations have altered its appearance, the unsettling energy of the Tombs refuses to be erased. On Roosevelt Island, the smallpox hospital looms like a ghostly sentinel, its crumbling Gothic walls bearing silent witness to a grim history. Opened in 1856, it was a place of isolation and last hope for those afflicted by the deadly disease. Yet for many, it became their final resting place. Long after its closure in the 1950s, whispers of its haunting legacy began to circulate. Passers-by have reported flickering lights in its abandoned windows, despite the lack of electricity, and faint, sorrowful wails carried on the wind. Moonlight casts haunting shadows through its skeletal remains, as if the building itself breathes with the memories of those it housed. Paranormal enthusiasts swear they've seen shadowy figures moving along the broken corridors, their forms dissolving into the night. The hospital's decayed grandeur holds a magnetic allure, a chilling reminder of a time when survival was a desperate fight and isolation meant doom. Grand Central Terminal is more than a transportation hub. It's a space alive with stories and mysteries. Near the Oyster Bar, the unassuming Whispering Gallery is an acoustic marvel, where a whisper spoken into one corner travels flawlessly to the opposite side. Lovers have long used this feature for private exchanges in the bustling terminal, but not all voices heard in the gallery come from those present. Visitors have reported faint murmurs, words they cannot decipher, emerging from the quiet, even when the space seems deserted. Some believe it's an architectural anomaly, while others are convinced it's something otherworldly. Legends say the gallery may have absorbed the voices of those who've passed through, leaving behind faint echoes of their presence. Whether it's an engineering marvel or a doorway to unexplained phenomena, the Whispering Gallery holds a quiet, haunting allure that leaves its visitors questioning the source of the whispers. Dutch Schultz, one of New York's most infamous gangsters, met his end in a hail of bullets in 1935, but his legacy lives on in whispers of a hidden fortune. Before his death, Schultz reportedly buried a steel box filled with millions in cash and gold somewhere in New York, possibly in the Bronx or near the Catskills. As he lay dying, he allegedly muttered cryptic clues about its location, fueling a treasure hunt that continues to this day. The treasure, never recovered, has inspired countless expeditions, with treasure hunters claiming to hear chilling echoes or feel an oppressive presence while searching. Some say Schultz's restless spirit guards his loot, cursing those who come close. Stories of strange misfortunes and unexplained phenomena surrounding search attempts only add to the mystery. Could the treasure be real, or is it just a gangster's final trick? The question haunts adventurers and historians alike. In 1965, the unthinkable happened. A massive blackout engulfed New York City in darkness for 13 hours. The city that thrives on light and energy was brought to an eerie halt, with its iconic skyline disappearing into a sea of shadows. Streets once alive with activity fell silent, lit only by flickering candles and the occasional flashlight. In this strange and surreal calm, a legend was born, the blackout baby boom. The story goes that in the absence of electricity, couples turned to each other, and 9 months later, hospitals saw an unexplained surge in births. While official records dismiss the idea as myth, the tale persists, fueled by the romanticism and mystery of that fateful night. Could the blackout have really sparked such a phenomenon, or is this just another urban legend? Either way, the story serves as a reminder of how even the darkest nights leave a lasting impression. Here's the jaw-dropper. Beneath the very streets of Manhattan lies a secret underground bunker. Designed to protect the city's elite in times of catastrophe, this fortress remains locked away from public view. What's inside? Who has access? And why does the thought of such a facility feel like a page ripped straight from a dystopian thriller? Suddenly, the bright lights above ground feel like a mere distraction from the power plays below. New York City isn't just a city. It's an enigma, wrapped in steel and shrouded in whispers. As you walk the bustling streets or ride the subway, keep this in mind. Every corner could hold a secret, every landmark, a mystery waiting to be uncovered. But don't take my word for it. Start digging and see what you discover. Have these secrets sparked your curiosity? Which of these stories gave you chills? And do you know of any other hidden tales from the Big Apple? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments. And if you're craving more mysteries, hit that subscribe button for our next dive into the paranormal side of NYC. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your eyes wide open and your curiosity alive.